and he's muted, but we're going to figure that out as well. Okay.
Okay. Not back. Not back.
He's so back. He's so back. Let's freaking go, chat. Purdue 5 straight L's versus Illinois on the 5th. Tried to tell you, Krabs. You did. You did. You also spelled my name wrong, but that's okay because I'm in a good mood today. We did end up barely up coins yesterday, 3-2 on the sharp reports. I ended up going 4-3 on my bets overall. Shout out UNLV and the Running Rebels for absolutely dominating for the majority of that game, at least in the beginning, and they held on for dear life. I'll tell you what, Javon, Deaton Thomas, the kid who reclassified to be a freshman this year at UNLV, running the point for them, he was nervous last night. You could tell he was getting flustered by the San Diego State defense, but for them to pull out that win with him, a freshman who, by the way, is 18 years old, reclassifying to start right away and put an incredible season, it's very impressive, I think. And he's going to be the next star in that conference. We're going to see Isaiah Stevens leave, who's been an unbelievable point guard for years at Colorado State. I think Deaton Thomas, I think he passes the torch over to him. I would not be surprised if he ends up being the best point guard in college basketball, not even just the Mountain West down the stretch. Did you catch any of that game last night?
It's caught a little bit of it. Caught the half a majority of it. I mean, that's a huge win for UNLV. We'll see if it ends up mattering. Huge. Bubble's getting pretty crowded now, but they're solid.
And you can throw the Hokies right back in there. We're so back.
Krabs.
Too soon.
Crazy.
Too soon. Oh. All right. That's okay. Let's recap King of the Boards here really quick. I want to take a peep at that puppy and see how we're looking. Rumor has it the kid might be 2-0.
Got some units in the bank.
Yeah, I got some units. All right. Up 2.77 U's. Guys, it's dog week. Okay, we have to take underdogs for every pick. No spreads. MLs only. All right. I'll take a 3-1 from both of us combined in the first 4 plays for this. We take a 3-1 plus Chicky card any day of the week. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We take it.
WNLV.
Sure. And RIP to our beloved Queens. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay. Can we go over the prize picks cake from yesterday?
Are
we allowed?
We can go over that.
We can go over that, puppy? All right. Let's do it. How are we looking, Javon? No dice?
No dice. On this one, I think Jack Hughes couldn't hit the side of the net really the entire game, or did hit the side of the net because he missed a shit ton of shots. Samuel was air. Good call from you there. And Bradley Beal hooked because that game was so weird. But
that's what I get for taking Bradley Beal.
Yeah, we move on that one. The other one was closer, but another one where I don't know if you saw it, but Kashawn Pryor, he had another one of his pouting fits and had to sit on the sideline for like the beginning of the second half. So
nice.
I think he ended with 20 or 21. Could have, had a bigger game if he was on the court for longer, but the rest of the entry was air. Shout out you for Nick Richards, under points too. Might have been free to square on board. And then faded Carlton Carrington, maybe for the first time all season, and he hooked under, which was huge. Should have gone under by more.
Okay.
But yeah, that one was the one that came pretty close.
All right. Well, we'll run it back tonight. We'll see if we can smack a Geyserman, see if we can smack an A team, or probably, more probable would be smacking a B team for tonight. Okay. People forget we swept the A team and the B team yesterday on prize picks. All right. We smacked both 5Xers. Let's see if we can carry that mojo over from the other day and bring it back for tonight's slate. It's loaded. We've got no excuses. Okay. W's. Awesome. Love to see it. All right. What else we got? We got a minute for me to get mad? We got 30 seconds?
We do.
Sure. Good. Run that shit. It's not going to be the Mbappe fade, chats. That one would be too simple, too easy, and we knew that was cake from the start. It's going to be about this ridiculous ending to the ODU and Texas State game last night, Javon. This makes 0 sense. 0 sense to me, okay? You see ODU bang a 3 from behind half court to win the game. They're going nuts. They're celebrating. They got the cameraman out there filming it, right? Like they already just fucking won and pulled off a crazy upset against the wagon Texas State. And then next thing you know, apparently the clock was wrong on the TV. The announcers, the commentators weren't even in the building. They were doing it from a third party. And they had no clue that the clock was wrong. So they reacted like it was a freaking game winner. Next thing we know, it turns out the clock was wrong on the scoreboard. The shot didn't count. And what do you know, Javon? The game goes into overtime and ODU cannot keep it close. They lose by 9. Good bet on Texas State. Okay, you got blessed there a little bit.
Yeah.
But how do you let this happen? Guys, this is not the first game of the season. This is March. And we're fucking this up? How are we messing up the scoreboard in the Sun Belt tournament? This is not the preseason, folks. You've had a whole year under your belt. How are we blowing this? How are we messing it up? I feel terrible for ODU. It even seems like they thought they got the game winner off. I don't know, man. But this is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Inexcusable by the Sun Belt. Figure it out. What are we doing?
Yeah, it scared the absolute shit out of me because I thought they got it off. And I was sweating that game late nights, and I thought they did it. So thankfully, that was wrong. I don't know how at this stage of the tournament, with it just starting, we're not having commentators on site. We got clocked. Like, not even like, it wasn't even off like half a second. It was off by like 4 or 5. Like, I don't know how that happens, but I will not complain because Texas State got it done in the end, started off like shit, came back, and probably should have won that game by a lot more in regulation, but whatever it took.
Yep, you take what you can get. Okay, Dead Larry Bird saying there's more people in the stream than in the stands for that game. Sure they are. Sure there are. Okay, guys, if you're watching this on Twitter, if this came up on your feed and you're asking yourself, what the heck is this? If you guys bet on sports, if you love sports, if you're going to be sending bets for March Madness, drop a follow, stay a while, and more importantly, come over and watch on Twitch or YouTube. Okay, Book It Sports, super easy to find. We're live right now. Way more people talking in the Twitch chat than there are on the Twitter and the YouTube combined. Okay, so come on over to Book It Sports on Twitch. Come vibe in the chat. Ask us some questions about some games today. All right, and more importantly, subscribe to us on YouTube. It's free. It takes 3 seconds. If we get to 5K subs, I will do a 24-hour stream before March Madness. Okay, so make it happen, please, will you? Show some heart. I know there's people in here hiding, lurking in the shadows who have not subbed because they don't want to go over to the YouTubes. Please, from the bottom of my heart, if you've tailed any of our winners recently, go drop a sub. It takes 3 seconds. Okay, and more importantly, if you're watching on Twitter, come over to our Twitch at Book It Sports now. Hurry up. Go, go, go. All right. W Crabs and Javon, let's get this coin. Yes, sir, T-Web. Why not us? Why not us? All right. Might have to fade Sparty for no specific reason at all now. Yeah, chat's going bonkers for Michigan State today. I promise we will talk about that puppy once we get to it. All right. For now, I think we got to go over some wagons here, Javon, real quick. It's Wednesday. Okay. Wagon Wednesday's here, folks. I've got a wagon that people probably wouldn't expect, but they need to be talked about, Javon. It is the Central Connecticut State college basketball team, a.k.a. the NEC regular season champs. Okay. People forget this team was 10-22 last season. They were second to last in the NEC. They were atrocious. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure last season, Javon, they were on a crazy defeated, not undefeated, but defeated streak to start the season, and they were the worst team in college basketball halfway through the year. They are moose. And then you look to this season, my goodness, they have absolutely shined. They win the regular season title in the NEC with ease. Okay, it's pretty much just them and Merrimack and 50 feet of shit. And then the rest of the teams, because Mount St. Mary's left, and since that happens, the entire conference has gone downhill. It makes perfect sense, Javon. It really does. But you've got Central Connecticut State here, who's got 2 dogs on their team. Okay, Alan Jean Rose, this kid from Fairfield who came over, is an absolute dog, leading this team in points per game, big body in the paint. And nobody in the NEC can stop this kid. He's unbelievable. Okay, there he is on the right sector. Sure. The kid's a stud. Okay, remember the face. He might be pulling off a St. Peter's type upset in the first round of the tourney if they can finish this puppy off and put a bow on it in the NEC. I'm telling you right now, I've got weird vibes about this Central Connecticut State team and the squads. They've got another stud guard, Jordan Jones, the transfer over from the D2 school, Coker University. Never heard of it. Don't care. The kid's balling this season. Okay. You know, it's a great, mid-major when you click on their stats, Javon, and you see what they've done in recent years, or you see where they've transferred in from. Yeah. And there's no stats from previous years, but they're a senior. And you're like, oh, this kid must have been a baller in D2 or D3, huh? Well, they've got a couple of these guys in the squads, and they have leveled up immensely. And Javon, 5 of their top 6 scorers are seniors. Okay, so these guys aren't going down without a fight. They are pulling off a magical season that nobody's talking about. They are a wagon this year, first place in the NEC. They're going to win this tournament with ease. Look out for this squad come March, because I'm telling you right now, something weird is going on with the Central Connecticut State squad, going from nothing to being a wagon this season. I'm impressed. I really am.
Yeah, I mean, they've been a team to come out of nowhere. So we'll see if they can hold up in the conference tournament. I think they probably will today, but it's a long way to go to get there.
Long way to go in the NEC. It's not going to be easy, right? Nobody said it would.
Yeah.
What do you got, Javon? Who is your wagon on this wonderful Wednesday?
I mean, I just got to go back to tonsils. What we saw last night gives me 15 times more confidence in what the Florida Gators are doing right now. And you can say all you want, like Alabama put up 87 points. That's what they do. But if you watch that game, you would know Florida's defense from the start of the conference season to now has gotten so much better. And you can tell. Like, they had Mark Sears in hell for 30 minutes of that game. And the only time you started to actually pick it up was when that game was truthfully out of hand and they were up by 20. So they have done something. I don't know what it is. Like, they're a really good rebounding team. So, like, on the inside, it hasn't really been a question, but on the perimeter, like Zion Pullen stepped it up. Walter Clayton stepped it up on the perimeter. Like, Will Richard is even finding his little niche now. That team is so dangerous. And to do what they did against a team like Bama, and I think they had to wait until hit their first three-pointer, which, like I said, I mean, they struggled in the first game. They played against them in Tuscaloosa from three. I didn't think that was a fluke. They hit their first three with like a minute left in the first half. They were struggling. And again, like, a lot of that was Mark Sears, which was even more shocking. So, I mean, this team is so dangerous, and I would really not want to see them in March. And I think they're definitely primed to make a run in the SEC tournament. We'll see what kind of draw they get, but they are damn good.
Yeah, they are. I've been so impressed with this team. They've got so much talent, man. Two of their seniors last night, Zion, right, and Tyrese Samuel. Good to see them ball. But those aren't even their best players, Javon. This team has 6 dudes who could be number ones on a lot of squads in college basketball. They take turns going off every game. They've got plenty of options, an absolutely loaded offense, and that's what you need going into March, right? Because you're going to see guys get cold at times. You're going to see guys folding under the pressure, right? The lights are too bright. But Florida's got plenty of options, and they're able to swing the ball around the arc and pretty much have 3 stud guards, ready at the helm. And they've got Samuel in the paint holding it down as well, too. I've been so impressed with this team, man. They are a wagon. It's official. All right, love it. Put a stamp on it. Okay. Crabs, need your attention. Even if you don't take Sparty today, I need you to go look at the Prize Picks board for Tyson Walker. Okay, we will talk about that game, I promise. All right. There's some serious injuries, though, on Northwestern that we need to talk about. And that's why Michigan State is laying 9 in that spot. 3 of their 5 starters might be out in that game. Okay. Awesome. We powered through the wagons. All right, Javon, any Nerfies today?
You tell me. There's some pretty interesting matchups. I know you've got your eye on one of these Nerfies. Somehow, some way, you're putting coin on it. I just cannot believe we're doing that at this hour.
$500. Already took it.
Oh,
Patrick Corbin and Lizardo Nerfy pairing with Javon's Prize Pick Square of the day right now on BTL. Kevin Herter, more than 13.5 points and rebounds. Already took it. Already locked it in. 500 to win 50.
You're a sick person for that.
It's locked. Good. Let's hop over to the Sharp Report. We've got business to attend to. Let's hop on over. All right. Might as well just cut the shit and go right down to the bottom left sector here, Javon. I've got a Nerfy that I've been eyeing all morning. I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop thinking about it. One of the lower totals of the day today in spring training. We've got my guy, Patty Ice, up on the mound, our ace. Okay. He's been looking okay so far in the spring, working on some new pitches. All right. It's worked to his favor, his advantage for the most part. Sure, he's had a couple outings where he's gotten roughed up, but overall, he's been okay. And then you got Lizardo on that. And Lizardo, look, he was drafted by the Nats. I know this is spring training, but any guy, any competitor playing against a team that drafted him and let him go and traded him for, a bag of dicks is going to want to beat that squads and compete and dominate, whether it's spring training, whether it's the World Series. That's how these guys are wired. That's why they're in the MLB, and that's why we're sitting here in these seats. Okay, Lizardo is going to absolutely mow us down. We have no chance at the top of our order today. No Gallo in there, which honestly probably hurts a little bit. I'd like to see Gallo, but the lineup, we got Winker hitting third, I believe. That just cannot stand, and he's probably going to strike out on 3 pitches to Lizardo. So Patrick Corbin, do your job. Okay, thought it was kind of weird they even put that Nerfy up because of these names. Lizardo struggled at times, and Patty Ice he's Patty Ice, right? He stinks. But with that total being so low, I'll take a stab at the Nerf, right? We've seen a lot of these spring training games be extremely low scoring after the first week. I'm willing to bet that trend continues.
Yeah, I mean, you're sick for that. It's unbelievable. Yep. We're betting Patrick Corbin Nerfies, and it's literally the beginning of March.
It's literally my favorite Prize Pick Square today.
That is
Nerfy and Corbin and Lizardo. Not
insane.
even fucking around. Chat, if you guys want to tail, this starts up in, 10 minutes?
20 minutes, 10 minutes. You get to sweat this live.
15 minutes. Oh, yeah, we're going to split this live. Are you kidding me? This is the best part of the day. What are you talking about? I've been locked in and waiting for this since I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning. I've been fucking locked. Let's go, chat. Who wants to tail that puppy? I'm keeping it simple with Kevin Huerter, like you guys are seeing right there on the screen. Javon, why don't you let the people know what's good with the Red Velvet tonight in the NBA? Why are you taking him?
Red Velvet's just the absolute Lakers killer, which is I was expecting to see him a lot more than I have today, I guess, because everybody loves De'Aaron Fox, because De'Aaron Fox has been so locked in lately. And I think there's plenty of room for points to go around in this game. But Kevin Huerter, everybody knows like what we do to the Lakers on the perimeter. We like to target guys, really, whether they're on every team, which last game against the Thunder, it was Lou Dort, who even despite the blowout, I think went 5 of 9 from 3. So like with the Kings, there's a couple of guys you can go to, whether like it's the main option, De'Aaron Fox, but I really wanted to target one of these 2 or 3 guys, which that would include like Kevin Huerter, Keegan Murray, maybe even Harrison Barnes. The one that I really just can't get my eyes off is Kevin Huerter. And truthfully, I wanted the PRA because I think he's going to be involved in a lot just generally in this game, and the PRA is not really offered. So I went points and rebounds just because we know also how poor of a rebounding team the Lakers have been, even though it's gotten a little better over the past like couple weeks, maybe a month or so. But nevertheless, I think he's going to torch them from 3. If they just had 3s up, I would take that too. But I think it's a big Kevin Huerter game today, especially like somebody's got to do it from 3. And it's not just going to be De'Aaron Fox. It's a couple of guys that are going to be the recipients of it. And I'm going to take the guy who just torches them time and time again.
Well, 2 words, in. Okay, more than in. Anytime you put up a freaking Red Velvet square, I'm backing it. You kidding me? Terps legend, Maryland legend. This kid's a bucket. I'm so down. Okay, great sell job as well. Okay, it's not just because he's Red Velvet, right? Got to get some reason in there, and he is a Lakers killer, right? He is. So I'm in. 100%. Crabs, check out Giannis threes. I've seen 700 people ask me that today. Giannis isn't even going to play, chat. Look at that line. He's not even going to play. Okay, I doubt he does. If he does, I'll eat my words. All right. Lane Thomas deep against Luzardo in the first. I swear to God, if Lane Thomas hits another leadoff nuke, I'm going to explode. And he might just be the greatest hitter of all time. All right. W's. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. Let's talk about some of these straight bets. All right. I'm going to get it started. Seton Hall. I'm not loving Seton Hall as much right now, but it's still up there on the boards. I do think they get a win against this Villanova squad, Javon, that already roughed up Seton Hall pretty freaking bad this season. Not going to lie. And they already kind of destroyed them. Seton Hall also coming off of 2 straight losses at UConn, at Creighton. When those 2 teams are playing at their best right now, they had no chance. They got absolutely pummeled in those 2 games. I like this Seton Hall squad. I really do, Javon. I think they show some serious heart. I love that they've already gotten blown out 80-54 by Villanova this season, and I think they bounced back here at home in this spot. Love that they're a favorite. Love they're catching minimal steam, up from -1.5 to -2.5. Looks like some books are back to -1.5, but I don't give a hoot. All right. The splits look sharp. Big bets being dropped on the Pirates at home, and mine's going to be one of them. Lock in Seton Hall today. They get a big time win.
Sure. Yeah, man. Villanova is bad. I'm so down to fade that
they're
team.
on fire recently, and everyone's
They are. They are. Everybody's starting to think they're back in the conversation again. When the reality is they're not.
That's when we fade.
Yeah.
Take me to your Frogs. Whoa. Hey now.
Yeah.
Frogs on the road?
Frogs on the road. I mean, this is it definitely is like the most surprising spread I've seen for them this season. Because you want to know what their record is in Morgantown, Crabs? Just all time?
I guess 0 for 9.
0-11.
Okay.
Never won a game. Never won a game in Morgantown. It's been their Achilles heel. You know, most of the time they go there, they play like absolute dog shit. And like this is the worst West Virginia team, definitely like throughout that stretch. So I mean, it's warranted that they're a little bigger of a favorite, or at least I was kind of thinking they would open up close to a dog in this game, but no. You know, this West Virginia team just had Texas Tech, who I mean, they're playing much better right now, coming into Morgantown over the weekend, hanging -2.5. So why is this TCU team that's reeling and suddenly has found themselves on the bubble again, hanging 5.5 on the road against Morgantown, or against West Virginia in Morgantown? I'll tell you why. It's because they're going to look good in this game. And I don't think it's going to be without a little scare, because West Virginia's defense is absolutely horrendous. TCU's definitely has their weaknesses too. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I like points in this game too. But the teams that they need to get right against are teams with very poor perimeter defense, and a guy with like Jesse Edwards on the inside is going to pose a little bit of a challenge, but that doesn't matter because they're going to move him around, and it's going to be a very different game because TCU is going to go small ball against him. So the offense is going to score much easier, kind of like what we saw in the first half of that BYU game. I mean, them hanging 5.5 years is shocking to me. I think it's definitely for a reason. I was expecting them to be -1 at the most, and now they're continuing to catch money. I'll be on them today instead of fading them for the first time in a while.
Wow, the Frogs do what they never do. They get a big-time win, and Javon's even calling a cover in West Virginia in Morgantown. Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be lying though if I said I will not be looking for an ML parlay or maybe getting it live on the ML, because I don't think they're going to blow them out from the jump. I don't think it's going to be like that in this game.
Tell Prize Picks to do season-long demons. Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'm sure they'll approve that immediately. Come on.
Yeah, that's we're asking for a little too much. A little too much.
Come on now. We're still waiting for them to put all the squares up, and it should be soon. Okay, chat? Don't get too excited, but it should be soon. All right? If we've got any newbies watching right now on Twitter, please come over to our Twitch or YouTube at Book It Sports. Stay a while, vibe in the chat, ask some questions about some games today you want to bet on. All right, lock in. Don't be watching over there on Twitters. Come on over to the Twitch or the YouTube page. I promise you're going to want to stay a while. We're going to give you free winners all day, every day during the week. All right? I promise if you drop a follow or subscribe on YouTube, you will not regret it. Okay? Dubs. Can I give my NBA play? I'm really excited for this one.
Whiz Kids.
The Whiz Kids. People are saying the Wizards might be back. Okay, people, they're not really saying that, but they're saying Jordan Poole might be back. And I think this team is going to go absolutely bonkers at home tonight and not only cover, but get a win. Okay, but I'm not a heathen. I'm not a caveman. I'm going to take the points here for the Sharp Report. Are you kidding me? I'll take them. All right, so we might need them, but I'm thinking they win this game outright. Okay, Orlando is coming off of back-to-back, right? They played last night, so I love that. They're coming to D.C. now against a rested Wizard squad that I think we can all agree is playing some of their best basketball of the season over the last week and a half. You can't play worse, right? They fired their coach, whatever. They promoted him, moved him up to the executive office. Since then, they have looked a little bit better. Okay, we're starting to see Jordan Poole thrive a little bit. Tyus Jones has been a stud at the guard position. Kyle Kuzma is doing Kyle Kuzma things. Corey Kispert coming off the bench, dropping 20 pieces like it's his job. This Wizards offense is clicking. And I think they catch this Orlando Magic team sleeping a little bit coming off the back-to-back. And also just a 36-26 squads against a 9-52 measly, weak, frail Wizards team with no center. That seems a little bit short to me. I don't know about you, Javon, but that seems extremely short. Typically, the Wizards getting 10 points almost on every single spread. I feel like odds makers are hip. They've been watching the same thing I've been watching over the last week and a half, and that's that the Wizards are starting to play good basketball. They're not looking like a G League team. They're starting to actually, potentially get close to winning games, which is crazy for them. That could be a big step. And I think they could get one and steal one against the Orlando Magic tonight. I'm really liking this play, loving the spreads. I'm going to sprinkle on the money line as well. Let's go, Whiz Kids.
Yeah, that line does look awfully short.
It's got to be a little short, huh?
Even with the back-to-back on the road kind of baked into it, I was a little surprised to see. I don't know about single digits. I was expecting maybe a 9.5, but a 7 is kind of crazy because, I mean, I've 15 straight losses if they're back. You got to watch ball to realize the Wizards are playing so much better.
Could not be playing worse.
Yep. Yeah. They've also been massive underdogs. Had a big stretch of tougher games, I guess, more so in the beginning of the season. So, I mean, they're covering some of these games and they've been playing more respectable, but they're not winning yet. And I don't know how they're going to do it without Bagley tonight. I guess you're going to have Rashawn Holmes and they're probably going to play super small ball. That might be cake, but I think they hang in this game.
How many times have they gone into the second half and then blown the game? Chaco, a lot.
Plenty.
A lot. Okay. Might not be a bad move to go with, maybe a first half angle.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and drop my nuts on the tape and just take the full game and sprinkle on the ML because they are playing much better ball. And I think it's starting to get to guys like Kuzma, guys like Tyus Jones. They're saying enough is enough when they have the ball in their hands. They're making plays. They're not just, running whatever the fuck the Wizards were trying to do early on in the season. We're seeing these guys take over games. And Jordan Poole being back is a huge bonus. Rumor has it's Agent Zero night in DC.
Oh, yeah.
They're giving away these cool Gilbert Arenas designed hats. That's pretty fresh. That almost makes me want to go, but the team's so bad I won't because I'm not spending money on them. I'll be watching from my couch on that puppy. But should be actually kind of an exciting day in DC. Maybe some fans actually show up for once. Maybe they make some noise. Gilbert Arenas day. That's great vibes to back the Wizards. Are you kidding me? One of the GOATs.
Yeah. Speaking of Agent Zero tonight, I've seen a lot of Bilal Koulibaly love on the feed in this game.
Huh.
If he has a game, that could be fantastic for the Wiz.
That could be. I'd like to see Bilal step up a little bit. He's been lacking a little bit recently. Okay, I know he was hurt, a week or so ago, and he's come back and I feel like hasn't done as much. We've seen a lot of other guys really step up, and there's only so much these guys can do, right? In games with high ass totals, even Bilal can only do so much coming off the bench. But I'd love to see him get another start today, right? You've seen him back in the lineup after that injury, and I think Bilal is one of the few bright spots of this team. I'd love to see him go off. What's everyone taking his points?
Yeah, I've seen some points. Which, I mean, somebody's got to do it off the bench, and I don't know if it's a Kispert game today. We'll see if he's even in the starting lineup again. I don't know what they're going to do because it's going to be a weird starting lineup. I don't know if they're like going to start Rashawn Holmes or if they're just going to go say fuck it and run small ball with like Kuz at the 5 or like what the plan's going to be. I don't know.
I have zero clue, but I'm assuming Holmes is going to get the start.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume he'd get the start. It's just I don't know what lineup they're going to run with for a majority of the game because the small ball is going to come out at some point. It's just I don't know how or when or for how long.
Okay. All right. Gilbert's son, Elijah is a bucket. Yes, he is. Homer pick. Javon, can you remind me the last 2 times we've had the Wizards in our squad ride bets? What's happened?
It's going pretty well. Say that.
Good. W's. Does Krabs know the Magic are the best team in against the spreads? Yeah. So if you just go on, at the end of every season in every sport and just bet on every team that is positive against the spreads, that should go really well. Up the units on that. See how it goes, my man. Should be probably making you homeless, to be honest with you. You'll probably be living on the streets. Okay. I just don't get it. Wizards going to win and Cavs going to take it. Okay. Let's keep moving and grooving. Javon, take me to the ice. What do you like about Buffalo?
Yeah, not for the faint of heart, fading the Leafs, but really it has to do. It's another one of these shorter slates where that minus 190 to like minus 220 system is sneakily on its way back, like the past couple of weeks too. And there happens to be 2 out of the 3 games that kind of fall within that threshold and independent of the numbers. I kind of like the Sabres today, which it's a really weird like scheduling thing here for the Leafs because they just played the Bruins on Monday. Now they have a back-to-back here with the Sabres and then going back to play the Bruins tomorrow. So this is kind of the weird game sandwiched in between, and it's a Sabres team that's really like sneakily been playing well too. So like a Leafs team that kind of needs a little bit of free-flowing offense is I think they're going to struggle here a little bit against the Sabres team who's been really good 5v5 and just has the capability to make the game slow, make the game low events, and kind of make the Leafs make the first mistake. So a lot of the times, like the Sabres have been really good at home. They've been pesky on the road too. They just picked up a game against the Lightning, which I thought was a really tough spot for the Lightning on the road in Tampa. Kind of thinking they do it again here. So, I mean, it's a massive plus price. They're like plus 160. So you're paying for what you're getting there. But the Sabres, I think, are going to be very, very sketchy in this game today. And I want to get involved.
I'm so in. Let's bounce back on the ice today, can we? Please?
Yeah.
Sure. Good. People are asking in chat, would you sprinkle on the Wizards ML? Yes. And depending on your units, if you are a smaller unit guy, that's okay. We don't unit shame around these parts. No stress. If anything, that's probably a good thing. If you're a small units guy, maybe just throw a unit on the ML because I do think that this game, it's probably going to be the Wizards win outright or they get blown out. But I will take the spread for the sharp reports and take those 7 points at home. The Wizards have actually played better on the road this season than they have at Capital One Arena. So give me the ML. They probably only win outright or get blown out. But for these sharp reports, I will take the points. All right, chat. If you have bigger units, take the spread. That's what I'll be doing. All right, but we don't unit shame around these parts. No problems with $10 bets. Okay, as long as you got action.
Yandy Diaz leadoff tank in this economy already.
Raise Nerfy bang.
Yerfy.
Ooh. Well,
it was against Rodon. If that makes you feel any bit of joy today, Rodon gave up the leadoff tank.
It does. That makes me smile because he's Moose and they paid him so much money and he's stunk. Yep.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. Okay. Well, chat, let me know when this Nats game starts up because my favorite Nerfy square of the day, which I believe is kicking off right this second.
Should be getting first pitch soon, yeah.
Good. Let's get some eyes on that puppy. Oh, there she blows. There she is, folks. Beautiful. Oh, I've missed that freaking game cast, man. I really have. Holy smokes. All right, guys, let's keep on moving and grooving. Goots, let me know when Patrick Corbin gives up a turkey. All right, we're going to go over these plays and go back and forth when there's some action happening. Let me take you to Davidson. I'm not too happy about it, Javon, but it has to be played. Okay, Loyola Chicago coming off of their greatest win in program history. Straight up. Besides their run back in the day with Sister Jean in March Madness, that was their greatest regular season win in the history of the program. That was the first time they beat a ranked team at home in like 30 years. I remember they showed that up on ESPN. That's a joke, by the way. But Loyola Chicago coming off of their greatest win ever in the regular season. And then you got a Davidson squad that's barely over 500, just staying afloat. This team stinks. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. They just lost to UMass as a favorite in their last game at home. What a freaking joke they are. Why are they a favorite? I don't know. I'm going to find out tonight. I'm going to bet. I'm going to take Grant Huffman. I'm not happy about it, Javon. This team is no bueno, but I cannot ignore the spots, and I have to fade Loyola Chicago coming off of that immense win against Dayton. Has to be done. I wouldn't care if they were playing a freaking D2 school in this spot. I don't care if they were playing Lemoyne. I would take them against Sister Jean and Loyola Chicago in this spot. Has to be done.
Yeah, you know what this spot reminds me a lot of? Reminds me of Wake going into Notre Dame after their first, sellout ranked win in years against Duke. So, that was a massive win for Loyola, despite, they've been great as a program. They really haven't got over the hump of having that massive win in the regular season, and they did it. Now you got to go to Davidson. Team and a program who's kind of disappointed this season, but they've also been there, done that. So, good luck. I think it's Davidson, and I'm with you.
Davidson, senior night, last home game, great vibes. Okay, we've talked about a lot of these teams who are at the top of their conference standings are a little bit checked out going on the road for these last games against squads having their senior nights. Most of the time, knock on wood, those home dogs have paid. Cough, cough, New Hampshire. Okay, yeah. They absolutely paid in a spot like this. I know they weren't a favorite. It makes me like Davidson even more, seeing them as a favorite against Loyola Chicago, who's 21-8, playing their best basketball of the season, best basketball since that crazy Sister Jean run in March a couple years ago. And coming off that freaking Dayton W, their greatest win ever in program history. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. They've been a covering machine. They are 21-8 this season. They're 16-12 against the spread. Surely they win this game on the road, right? I'm willing to bet they don't. Give me the Wildcats. I hate this school. I hate this team. I hate this program. But today they win, and I can't ignore it.
Yep, sure.
Let's go to maybe the nastiest play I've ever seen in my life. Lamar minus 16.5. Javon, what is good with that?
I don't know that it's that nasty. The one contrarian nasty part of it is they are playing Houston Christian. They're top 5, probably worst schools or worst programs in all of college basketball, but they did beat Lamar last time out in a super weird game. But ever since that point, Lamar has been playing so much better, and especially at home, they've been demons really all season. It looks like you have an in-play no out, CJ Abrams.
That's a stolen base, folks.
Yeah, this could be go well preview.
That's a stolen base, folks. You've got to be kidding me. How did he get on? I got to get my magnifying glass out. How did he do it? Looks like he singled on the ground ball. Good. Keep the ball on the ground, CJ. Keep the ball on the ground. 0-2 mistake. You've got to be kidding me.
It looked like it was at his
neck. You've
neck.
got to be kidding me.
I don't know if it was a mistake.
Yeah, he swung at the first 2 pitches in the dirt and then swung at a high fastball and hit a single.
Shit.
How'd that, Goots? Oh, we got something happening. There's a strike.
A strike.
Is there a ball?
We got 2.
That was a strike. 2. Okay, the left sector is a little bit behind. Okay. Come on, lock in, boys. What do you say, Luzardo? That's not going to cut it, brother. Yeah, that is not going to cut it. Stop painting the corners. You are facing the Nats. Go right at him.
He is facing Lane Bonds, though. Yeah, it's probably the one guy you got to be scared of right now.
Lane Thomas against lefties is unbelievable. Pickoff attempt, I bet.
Yeah, this is Moose.
Chat, nobody said it was going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be quitting their jobs, retired. The sports books would be begging for us to get off them. But they're not. They're rich. Okay? Nobody said it was going to be easy.
Meat. Probably don't want to put a change up there.
Is there a chance that ball is put in play? Foul ball.
No, it's foul.
Goodness gracious. Jesus Luzardo, good thing we let you go, brother. You're not him.
Double play would
Not him.
feed families.
Man. Ladies and gents, if you guys are watching this right now on Twitter,
In play
give me
outs.
play outs. Give me a double
Could
play.
Could it be 2?
Give me 2. Give me 2.
Pop out.
Pop out. Okay. We take that. We take that and we move. All right. We take that and we move. I'm not stressing yet. Okay. I will in a minute here when CJ Abrams gets on second base when he steals. But for now, I'm not stressing. We got Jesse Winker at the plate. Come on.
We need this.
Come on.
This is
Prove
the
me
one.
wrong, Jesse.
This is probably either a nuke or an inning double play.
Oh, he had 1 home run all of last year and then he got caught. I don't know if he has that pop anymore. And now he's on the Nats, who are known to not hit any home runs, and their pitching coach believes in ground balls. Seems like a good pitching coach right now in 2024, right?
Yeah,
Ground ball specialist. Sure.
should be a good look.
Chats, if you guys are watching on Twitter right now, if this popped up on your feed and you're asking yourselves, what the hell is this? Why are they sweating out spring training? Well, there's more to come. Okay, it's a little bit of a dead time right now during the day. Okay, so we sweat out these spring training Prize Pick squares. Drop a follow on the Twitch. Drop a sub on the YouTubes. Okay, stay a while. If you bet on sports, if you love sports, if you've heard of Book It with Trent, if you're here for the vibes, if you like what you're seeing, drop a follow, stay a while. And if you want to hang out with the hundreds and thousands of people in here right now talking in the Twitch chat, come on out. Book It Sports. The water's fine. Okay? This pitch is taking a while, Javon. I think something bad's about to happen.
Yeah, it's a long pause.
This pitch is taking a while, folks. Something bad is about to happen. Who's ready for it?
Might not be loud.
Who's ready? After this pitch, we will go back to the Sharp Report, but I need to see this home run first because something's going on.
Eddie Rosario, do you see that today?
I like that move.
It's a good move. Gives
Now,
him
that move means that, we're not going to get James Wood up to start the season, which I honestly want. We don't need a Luis Garcia. In play outs, let's go.
Could it
Let's
be
go.
a rollover?
Let's go. Come on, give me 2. Give me 2. Come on. Show me the money. Show me the money. Come on. Come on, top left sector. Show me something.
Waiting years to see this.
Show me something.
What do we have? Hopefully that means
What is
it's inning ending. There it is.
A double play. Let's go. Come on, Chats. Come on.
That's
Let's
hard.
go. All right. First half inning down.
Now you got to go to the hard
Move
part.
to the bottom. And if you guys think it's been a challenge so far, just wait till you see who's on the mound for the Nats. We haven't even begun this challenge. Okay? We've got Patty Corbin coming up, and he's got to get 3 outs. Come on, Patty C. I know you're still a competitor. I know it's still in there. Your arm might be a fucking wet noodle, but that doesn't mean you can't get 3 simple outs. That's all we're asking for. Not 6, not 12, not 15, not a quality start. 3. That's it. That's all we need against the top of the order of Miami. Okay. W's. Let's go back to the Sharp Report while Patty C gets loose. People forget he's a World Series champion.
People do forget.
Okay. Did you finish your Lamar pitch? Do you want to go more into the minus 16.5? What are your thoughts there?
Kind of. That Houston Christian beat him the first time around. So that's kind of the contrarian angle to it. But really, it's Lamar's been demons at home, really good all season. I think they're 11-1, if I'm right, straight up at home. So they've been really, really good there. And Houston Christian is coming off of that game where they were, I think, down 1 against McNeese at halftime, then obviously blew it, but still covered because it was a massive number. So, Lamar, obviously a team that's pretty inferior to them coming up now. It's a tough little 2-game stretch. So I think Houston Christian's going to fall pretty flat. Lamar is physical too, which is something McNeese is, but not really to the point of Lamar. They're kind of more of the 3-point shooting team. We match up better than you, and Lamar's going to take it straight to him. So I think it's definitely a big number, even for Houston Christian, who's terrible, and I'm willing to lay that and say they win by 20.
Patty is one of the nastiest cards to face in MLB The Show, by the way. That doesn't make a lick of sense. Doesn't make any. I'll be honest with you. Don't we have MLB The Show dropping in the next week or so?
Should. Usually drops right when the season starts. Gonna have to cop.
Yes. Javon, you're going to get the freaking work, bro. We got an out.
We got an out.
We got an out.
Here we go.
We got one. We got one. Come on, 1 down. Let's go. We need 2. Let's go, Chats. We got the best hitter out. All right, it's on to what? Tim Anderson?
Yeah.
Got a weird feeling he's going to be a Nat killer this season. He gives me Nat killer vibes. He really does. There's always one guy on every team who is random, makes no sense, he stinks, and ends up being just an absolute Nat killer. And I think it could end up being Tim Anderson. I could see it.
Look at Patty pumping Ched, 88 fastball.
Sure. Well, that might be his new cutter.
He's getting
that he's
geared
working
up.
out.
In
In play out. We got two. Two down.
Jake
Two down.
Berger at Dish.
Two down. Plays it first. Come on.
You gotta
Let's
hope to
go,
God.
Javon.
Hope to God it doesn't get to Josh Bell. That's the one that we got to end it right here and avoid that.
Josh Bell
We already got
fucking
strike
sucked.
one. We got strike one. Come on, Chad. Two more strikes. What do you say? Who's ready for MLB season? I sure as hell am. I'm betting on spring training Nerfies right now. Okay, I need help. All right, I need the season to start. Okay, who's ready for baseball? I am. Javon is.
And we're out of
We've got
innings.
a ground out to the
Sweat
first baseman
free.
to end the first inning. Let's go, Javon. Yes. Let's go, Corbin. Dude, he's so back. He is so back, bro. Oh my goodness.
Dude,
Let's go, chats.
March 6th, and we're already getting Patrick
Let's
Corbin
go,
is back.
chats.
He gets a fly out and 2 ground outs, and he's back. And he's fucking back.
Let's go, boys.
I bet.
Someone tell me why his strikeouts was set at 3 today. I almost took the less than on that puppy, but went with a more fun play that already cashed on the Sharp report. Let's go back to it, Goots. I want to show the people what I did. I want to show them. Can we? There it is. There she blows. Watched Pirates of the Caribbean the other day, so I like talking like a pirate sometimes. Corbin and Luzardo. Less than half a first inning run. My favorite prize pick square of the day. Catch that shit. Artie Green, and it's 1:22 p.m. on the East Coast. How about it, folks?
Trent's
about
going to
it?
be an absolute moose again that he's missing Nerfy sweats.
He's gonna be
Winning
so
Nerfy
pissed.
sweats. He's going to be mad again.
Let's fucking go. 2 words, Remy Lowe. Back. Let's go, boys. Come on. Corbin and
Unreal.
Snell be a great 1-2 combo. I would chop my pinky off for Snell to sign a long-term deal in DC.
God
The top
damn
of it.
man.
I would. That would be probably the coolest thing ever. I would sacrifice. For the betterment of the team, I would.
That's crazy.
Crab's fully erect for Corbin. Yeah, dude, he's one of my favorite players ever. Okay, this guy came over from Arizona. He stunk, but he still helped us win a World Series. I love this guy. Everyone on the Nats roster in 2019, even Adam Eaton, who was the WOT, loved him to death. Would give him the biggest bear hug of all time if I saw that guy. Would probably crush him because he's tiny. Okay, bless his heart. I absolutely love that guy. Beast. He stunk,
Yeah.
but he hit over 300 in the World Series. Love
He
that
did.
team, man. Love that team. Let's go, Ron. Come on, boss. Let's go,
Early
boys.
March.
Let's go. Feelings on former Net Soto. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, but Hallie Kendrick is actually maybe my favorite of them all.
Goat. Such
That
a
guy
goat.
belongs in the hall. Straight up. He's just a baseball guy. Absolute baseball guy.
That he
Just
is.
joined the Devils was Moose. Yes, Captain Slim. Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate that, my man. That was a Moose shit bet.
Yep.
Can't win them all, but we will bounce back today with a W. Okay? Javon, can I take you back to CBB?
Take me there.
Sure. UCF plus 8.5. No chance they cover against big and bad Houston. Right, Javon? I don't know. I'm willing to take a stab at Jalen Sellers and co. here at home. All right. They've kind of been struggling. I know they've lost 3 of their last 5. But Houston, on the other hand, has been on fuego. Ending the season very strong. People are talking this could be a title contender. Okay. One of the best Houston teams we've ever seen because they can score and they still have a top 5 defense in almost every category. Unbelievable. They might win the whole thing. But this is a massive letdown spot. And they got to go play at UCF for what I believe is, but they've never lost there ever. They beat them there every single time. I'm looking back at these previous games, going back to 2022. They beat them every single time, and it's never really close. Okay. I have a feeling that this spot with Houston, they might get caught sleeping here a little bit. And I think Jalen Sellers and this UCF squad, the Knights, get a big-time win at home and try to change the momentum in their last home game of the season, cough, cough, senior nights again, okay, before they head into the postseason conference tourney here. All right? Give me UCF. Give me the points. We might need them in the spots. That spread looks a little bit short to me. Houston's been getting mad line respect recently, not in this spot, because I think they get caught lacking.
I could see it. I do. I guess the part of it that I like is that UCF was in a similar spot against Iowa State, didn't come through in the end, and
Yes.
that could be a little bit of bounce back here. So, I mean, I don't know that I'm running to take UCF because this could be a pretty big game for Houston. They need it pretty emphatically, but it's just such a weird game. I have no interest, and I can respect the UCF bet.
Okay. Well, take me back to the NBA. Take me to the association. Why do you like these 76ers laying 6 tonight?
Yes, I think this number's kind of fat for a Sixers team that still has Tyrese Maxey with that concussion. And the problem with them is, in theory, they get absolutely destroyed on the inside because Brooklyn, whatever the deal is with that team, I don't know how to read that team, but the one thing they did to the Sixers was they absolutely destroyed them in the paint, and they really left them with no other options. And the one thing that the Grizzlies really cannot do is that exactly. Like if you look at another team that's been really weird is the Grizzlies, and they've had some decent wins, but they fall flat on their face against a couple other teams. They're very matchup dependent right now, and this game is going to rely on them destroying the Sixers defense on the perimeter, which I don't think they're going to be able to do. I don't think they have the personnel to do right now, and really against any team who's made them do that, that's not a game they're going to win. So I do think this is a little bit of respect because we've kind of seen what the market's valued the Sixers at without Tyrese Maxey, and now that this is the second game when they're sharp, I guess, kind of the first time and buying bad news against the Nets and they fell flat on their face. This is their get-back game, coming back home against the Grizzlies, I think, to beat shit out of them.
Ooh, little get-back spot here for Philly. You're not worried about a little Ben Simmons revenge here, are you?
Is he even playing?
I don't know. I'm just reading chat.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't played in like 2 weeks. So if he does play, I mean, I will fade him. But if not, which I don't really think he is, I don't know what the deal is.
I'm just going to say it. Ben Simmons needs to hang him up.
Yeah, probably should.
Hang him up. It's time. Go take your coins. Go start a new venture. Go start a small business. Go, to the islands and never be seen or heard from again. He stinks. He's terrible. Hang him up. I'm done hearing about the Ben Simmons updates. If I see one more offseason video of Ben Simmons shooting a 3, I am going to rip my eyeballs out of my sockets. I'm done with the Ben Simmons talk. He stinks. If he was good, we'd know by now. It's been like 7 years. He stinks. Okay, I wanted that on record. Dubs. He's living a life, though. Yeah, he is living a life. He's in the NBA, and he never has to play. That's pretty cool. It's like being a backup QB and still getting paid millions. Must be nice.
Phantom back injuries every other week.
$5 million a game played. People forget he literally sat out and faked an injury because he didn't want to play against his former teams. The guy is a clown. He's a clown. He is. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Chat, take a little mental screenshot of this puppy, but we will tweet out these sharp reports on our Twitter account at BookItBTL. For all the newbies in here watching, asking yourselves what the heck is going on, please drop a follow on the Twitch. Come over and vibe in the chat. It's way more active. And drop a sub on the YouTubes. Well, yeah, if we get to 5K subs, I'll do a 24-hour stream. All right, why not us? Dubs.
Why not?
Legally robbing the Nets at this point, yeah, he really is. It's on the Nets, though, for signing him, in my opinion. So, all right, 8 plays, 8 winners on the books. 2 prize pick squares. One's already green. Let's see if we can turn Kevin Huerter green tonight. Red Velvets, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Going to be a late night sweat. That ain't no problem. W's.
Yep.
Awesome. Let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. Guys, like I said earlier, we're going to flash this up really quick to send you guys over to the YouTube. And we're going to put these links in the chat. And you guys are all going to go click them really quick right this second because we're the only people who give out free plays every single day and have not gone to sell our picks. And we have an incredibly profitable, knock on wood, squad ride that we're never going to charge for. All you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube. The link is literally right here. It's right here. Do they not read chat anymore? Yes, we do. But when there's 700 chats coming in at the same time, it's a little bit overwhelming, my man. What do you got for me there, Luke?
Let me know. Hard to read. Hard to read through every bitching chat.
Paddle Watts, did you check out the podcast? What
Paddle.
did you like? I had some people text me saying they loved it. They loved the breakdowns of the conferences. They loved the picks. They loved all the talk about, some dark horses, some potential there, and pretty much just going over these tourneys and how they work. I've heard some good reviews. People are talking.
Yeah, Hart.
Sure. Chat, if you want to go give that a listen later today when you go to the gym, you can listen on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast, Apple Music, whatever. If you want to watch this puppy, if you're bored after BTL or after Surge Stream today, we got the YouTube link right here. Okay, so go check that puppy out, will you? Appreciate you. Everyone and their mom going premium now. Literally every single person has gone VIP premium. We're never going to do it. All right, stick around though. Drop a follow. Okay. Any opinion on the PP specials today? Oh, Ben, I thought you never asked. Why don't we take a peek? Why not? All right. So I think I am 0 for 4 on fading these prize pick squares since I chirped and talked my shit and said they never lose. I think I'm literally 0 4 since that's happened. I'm looking back at some of these old freaking entries, man. They're just not good. Mbappe and Tatum had 9 combined shots and 3-pointers mates. And I paired that with Javon Small, more than 1.5 threes. That could go down as the worst entry ever.
Yeah,
Did you wake up thinking you would be fading Matthew Dellavedova today?
No, I did not, Goots. But you know what? I always keep my mind open. You can't close any doors. Okay,
No.
Goots, write that one down. That's good life
Write it
advice.
down.
Okay,
Yep,
can't
got
close any doors. All right. My goodness. Let's take a peep over here, folks. Looks like we've got a couple prize pick specials. We've got LeBron and Matthew Dellavedova combo. Give me a break. Former teammates, former champions. I love Matthew Dellavedova. I really don't want to fade him. The guy's an absolute legend. But I will if I have to. I will. We've got Dylan Brooks and LJ Cryer. Little Houston combo here. Huh.
Kind of want to take that
Interesting.
one.
I kind of want to take the more than on that one, huh?
Yeah, I mean Dylan Brooks, I think he just scored 0 points this last game.
But wait, there's more, Javon.
There's
more. Steph Curry and Austin Matthews. 9.5 3-pointers made and SOGs. Surely that'll hit on the first day of the Demons and Goblins in the NHL.
I'm telling you, that's going to hit craps, unfortunately.
Okay. And then we've got James Harden and Brady Tkachuk combo. Javon, thoughts on that? You took Harden the other night when he went nuclear.
Yeah, that one I could hear you out on a little bit. I definitely wouldn't like to fade Harden against the Rockets. That's kind of a tricky situation, but he is coming off a really good game. Brady Tkachuk is playing the Ducks too, so in theory, if they do get up by a little bit, he ain't going to be ripping. But that one, if you're going to fade anyone, it's probably that one. I really would not fade the Curry Matthews one because A, I think the Sabres are going to win, which means Matthews is going to be ripping, and B, Curry is coming off of another atrocious shooting performance, and he's playing the Bucks. So that sounds like a recipe for cake if you're fading that one.
It does sound like a cake ball special. It does. Javon, look, man, I'm no scientist. Okay, I'm no doctor. Okay, I'm not a freaking astronaut. Okay, I'm not a superhuman. I'm just a man. Okay, but what I put together after hearing you talk about those squares is that it's without a doubt James Harden and Brady Tkachuk. That's what we have to fade today, and it's not even close.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Say yes. Good.
But you can take from my saying is just do not fade Curry Matthews.
Okay. I'm in. Curry coming off that atrocious game against the Celtics, right?
Yeah, they just got 80 balled or whatever.
What do we think about LeBron tonight and the Lakers? Are we thinking they're scoring a lot of points? Are we thinking, that total is up to 238.5, maybe staying off that puppy?
Yeah. I mean,
that total seems a little bit high to me.
It is. And it's definitely should be a track meet type game. So, I mean, I don't know what the hell is going to go on with Matthew Dellavedova in fucking Australia or what the word is, but I don't really want to fade LeBron either.
Javon, cut the shit. Just tell me what squares to take, man.
I genuinely want to take the Curry Matthews one and the Dylan Brooks LJ Cryer one. So just don't fade those. Corbin 2Ks. Could he get 8 more?
He's like that.
Could he get 8 more?
He's like that. The Patrick Corbin cutter. Watch out for it, folks. Brand new pitch on the market. Nobody's seen it. Nobody's heard of it. It's here. Watch out. Everything might be changed. He no longer throws only 2 pitches anymore. Huge. He throws 3 shitty ones instead of 2. That could change everything.
Could be locked.
It could. People forget he got 9 Ks. People do forget that twice. He got 9 Ks. Twice.
Who's that against the Mariners at the end of the season?
Against the Mariners at the end for a tickle, and the one that we all thought he was going to do it against. I mean, he does it. He plays better against better teams. Riddle me that, Javon. He was against the fucking Astros.
I do remember.
Who, by the way, we own. We own the Astros. We're the only team in baseball who has an edge over the Astros. I will stand on that. We beat them 4 times on their home field during the World Series. We beat them every time we play interconference play, or whatever the fuck they call it. We own them. Patrick Corbin got 9 Ks against them last year. What else is there to prove? We own them. Okay? Come on. No Lowry tonight. Still like the Sixers -6.
I mean, Kyle Lowry ain't changing the cap, brother. I hate to break it to you.
W. Devin. Lowry ain't moving the needle, bro.
I could really care
You guys
less.
geek me, man. This chat absolutely geeks me. Okay. Well, we're not done here yet. Because there's one more square I got to put on your guys' radar here because it does start up tomorrow afternoon, I believe, during BTL. Hopefully it'll still be here. But it's that Rory and Tatum square. I'm sure that'll hit, right?
What's the Rory read, Goots?
Goots, get your ass up here, man. We need a golf angle.
If you're asking me if we should fade the most consistent golfer for the past 5 years, you're asking the wrong guy.
So no.
So no. People forget.
Goots, that was a nice way of you just saying no. Goots.
Yeah. And people forget in 2010, he won the U.S. Open at Congressional, and his caddy threw me his towel. So people forget that. So
Wow, people do forget that.
I got some love for Roy, so I'm not going to fade him. I'm going to tell you to as well.
Goots, I'm not gonna lie to you, Goots. You're making me want to fade him.
I figured that would be the case based on what I said. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
W, quick Goots story. Love it. Would still love a Goots POD for this golf tourney if there's anything that sticks out.
Trust me,
No
I'm
stress,
working
no
on
rush.
it. It might be not as fun as you want it to be.
Don't want it to be
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Want it to be a winner.
Krabs
Okay.
literally wants it to be not fun.
Yeah,
That's-
I
well,
would
that is
prefer
true.
it to be
Hold
fun.
on.
Remember?
But you were talking about yesterday how a lot of the short or higher odds people have been winning recently. I don't think that'll be the case this week.
Garcia, he's back. Let's go. Rumor has it he's not being a lazy piece of shit this year, and he slimmed down in the offseason. He's got one more chance. Garcia. Bro, the kid is 20 years old. Give him a chance. He got called up when he was 18. What's he supposed to do? He's not going to be good yet.
Might be locked.
Might be locked. I hope they keep showing out on offense during the spring, and I hope maybe that win total goes up. It's been creeping down from 68 to 66.5. I'll tell you guys what, it might be a nuclear missile on that under on the win total, plain and simple. There's no way we win 60 games this season, let alone almost 70. You look at that bullpen,
Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all.
literally nobody pronounces Garcia that way. That's the crazy part, UB Bulls, is it's literally from a Key and Peele skit. That's the craziest thing, is that it's from a very popular show that millions
like, what
and
are-
millions of people have seen.
People just love to bitch. Victor Robles home run. No way Victor Robles is nuking this early.
There's no chance Robles just took one yaya. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, we might be back, folks. We might be back. I'm going to say this, and then we're going to move on. We're not going to talk about the Nats the rest of the show, but I do have to say this. If all the pieces we brought in, if all the young guys who balled out last season continue to build on the momentum and get better, if everything goes perfectly, the Nats could sneak into a wild card spot. If Patrick Corbin and that cutter starts working out, if Mackenzie Gore and Josiah Gray end up balling out, maybe we get 2 All-Stars there instead of 1 this year.
Goods.
You put me in timeout.
That would be good. You did. I don't know how
Oh,
so
deserved it.
quickly within the span of 30 seconds we got to nuking Nats win total under to the Nats in a wild card.
I'll tell you why. You know why, Javon?
Let's
You know
see
why? Okay. Because we're World Series champions from 2019, and I miss them. God, I grabbed the new one. Oh, I just exposed myself. Oh, no.
the new one.
On knows.
Yeah, you got to tell people you got the same hat.
I didn't want to tell anyone about this. Not even my, loyal viewers and followers in chat. I didn't even want to tell you because I'm embarrassed. But I will. We went to Vegas a couple weeks ago and went to Culture Kings. By far my favorite place to get hats. If you're not hip, grow up, figure it out. Go check out their website. No free hats. And I walk in and I see, they got this beautiful Nats hat that you guys see literally cemented to my dome piece 5 out of 7 weekdays. Okay, the hat has gotten gross. It's sweaty. It's turning yellow. It's nasty. But they took it off the website. And I was very upset that I didn't buy these in bulk when they came out. And I'm not fucking around. So I walk into Culture Kings. There are 7 million hats, Javon. I mean, I've never seen more hats in my life. It has to be a world record. Somebody call Guinness. And what do I see in the corner of my eye that sticks out like it's a fucking sore thumb? this beauty of a hat that they still had some of. So of course I went and bought an extra. The first one's turning yellow from the sweat on my head because it's cemented to it. Of course I bought a new one. Come on. This hat does not grow on trees, Javon. You see that puppy?
Yeah. It's rare.
What does it say on the logo? World Series 2019? Yeah. Suck it, chat. We're World Series champs. Okay. But yeah, I am embarrassed about that story. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That one took a lot to tell you.
This one's way better. This one's way better right here.
Yeah, that one's better if they actually do something. We'll see. We'll see. I cannot wait to shit talk Goots and Javon all season with their actually good teams and my Moose Shit Nats team. It's going to be fun. It is. And I'll rock this hat on the rest of my head for the rest of the app, even with the sticker, because I'm a bozo. King Julian New. Cool.
Dude, he's going to be so him this year. I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's a goat.
Me with my new Braves hat. Yeah, Remy Lowe, it's like that, brother. You got to keep these things secure. I should have bought 2 more. I messed up. I'm thinking 1 year ahead. I need to be thinking 10. I should have bought 7. What am I doing? I could be wearing this hat as a Gramps, and it could be crisp, fresh off the presses in 50 years.
Jesse Winker alive, lefty. Then that's might win the World Series again.
I'm telling you, Javon, and yes, I don't know how I went from saying max fades the under on their win total.
Literally within 30 seconds.
There we go.
30 seconds.
There we go. Yes, people forget I did go from saying everyone nuke and absolutely obliterate the win total under for the Nats to saying they could make the playoff. I don't know. That's a little bit of bias shown, folks. Not gonna lie. All right, get these fools off my screen. They might be balling, but the people don't want to watch them. Let's get them out of there. Let's go and talk about some college basketballs. We got about 20 minutes left. Okay. Crabs, are you spoon feeding us Nerfies? The kids are starving. Already did. Too late. Okay. Crabs is a we're so dead, we're so back guy. Yes, Devin, that's exactly who I am. I'm the worst guy to sweat out a bet with. The won't. Okay. You think you've been stressed watching a bet, sweating it out? Wait till you sweat it out with me. You're going to have a stroke during the game. Okay. Let's move. Let's talk about some CBB. Okay. We got the NEC, the Big South, the OVC tourney starting up today, Javon W's, and we still have a couple others from the previous 2 days that are continuing. The ASUN is going to continue as well. I wanted to show some people these insane college basketball highlights, Javon, from only yesterday. Can we do that real quick? Because there were so many insane endings to these games. I feel like the people got some crazy games. All right, let's start out with Jacksonville, because you called that one on the podcast like you had a crystal ball, Javon. This was unbelievable. Jacksonville, the 10 seed, chat. If only you listen to the pods, you would have had your Jacksonville future in, and you can still go back and rewatch it. They got the timestamps there, so you can not miss out on the conferences that haven't started yet. Anyways, how about Jacksonville upsetting the number 1 seeded Eastern Kentucky squad? Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. Madness. This is why we play. This is why March was the favorite on that graphic book it made for the best month to bet, because it's absolutely bonkers. And that's just the first highlight, Javon. Shout out Jacksonville. We got Austin Peay, and they pulled out a sweaty win. They didn't cover, but they won. And then the coach all of a sudden turns into Patrick Beverly and jumps on the freaking table and going ballistic. Like they just won the conference championship. You see his feet shuffle before he hops off, like he does a little dance, a little shimmy.
Yeah.
Coach got some moves.
He's locked.
Coach got some moves. You know that right elbow was sore as fuck when he woke up.
We going to war, bro?
Yeah, what's up with the camo pants, too? I respect it.
I think I read, I don't want to botch it, but it was like some tribute to somebody that he's wearing that for, but
it could have been the pants. He's got the boots on, too. It's got to be some military shit.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. No wonder why they won. Coach is dressed up, ready to go to war. Let's go. Love that. Love that energy. W's. I think he got more excited than I did when that Nerfy cashed, and it was close. All right.
Close.
We also had, we have to acknowledge this real quick, Javon, RIP to our beloved Queens. Okay. Yep. It was not the greatest season, not how they would have scripted it typically. It is what it is. All right. And we've got my guy Tortilla Sports right now in chat saying, yo, what's up, Tortilla Sports? Do me a favor. Come over to the Twitch stream. Instead of watching on that bonk ass Twitch or Twitter stream, come over to the Twitch at Book It Sports. Takes 3 seconds. It's free to watch. And come vibe in the chat. We've got hundreds of people in here talking, vibing, going over these games for today. All right. Come on over to the Twitch, or if you prefer YouTube and no ads, go subscribe over there. Okay. Live on both. Hurry up. Go, go, go. Please do it for me. All right. Awesome. Javon, Queens season, not awesome. Stetson, they didn't have a chance. As soon as I saw that spread, I knew they were caked. Okay. But I wanted to shout out Queens. They'll be back next season.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, not the only non-upset, but I mean, I was kind of taking Stetson to win just as a thought Eastern Kentucky was going to fall. Thought Lipscomb couldn't guard a parked car, so that game was a toss-up, and the couple else would be. They look like the last regular team standing. Like Austin Peay's good, and they got hot, but I was a little more scared of North Florida. It's a good path. Good path for Stetson.
Could be the difference. Okay. And then we got one more here. This was the craziest one of them all. I saved it for you guys. If you didn't think those other ones were crazy, you're going to think this clip is bonkers. We got KJ Johnson hitting a game winner against his former school. That has to just feel immaculate. My man slept like a baby last night after hitting a game winner, a dagger, if you will, against his old squad at Lipscomb. I mean, unbelievable shot you're about to see right here, right now from KJ Johnson. This kid is like that. One of the best players on that team, if not the best player on that team. Devin could not have said it any better. This is March. This is why we play. This is why we are addicted to college basketball. Lock the fuck in, chat. March is here. That was all from just one night. If you don't love college basketball, I can't help you. I don't know how you don't after watching all those clips. How do you not? And there is so much more to come, Javon. So much more to come. All right, we got 15 minutes. You want to power through some NBAs? You want to power through I know there's only 3 NHL games. Anything you have to touch on, or do you want to power through these great college basketball games?
No, I mean, I already talked about the Sabres. I think one of those minus 190 dogs in the NHL is losing. I think it's the Leafs, but other than that, I'm good on the slate, so we can just power through CBB.
Ooh, real quick, though. Looks like Trent's doing a $100 giveaway to somebody who goes to this tweet and posts a screenshot of them subbing to the channel. Goots, can we throw the link to this tweet in the chat so people can easily go to that? They already have the YouTubes. If they can real quick go to that tweet so they can post a screenshot, that'd be very helpful. Right here, W's. Love that. Guys, we're not fucking around this year. Okay, get us to 5K subs so I can give you guys a 24-hour electric stream. Hurry up. There's people sitting in here who are saying, I'm not fucking doing it. They're taking a stand. This is not what you take a stand on. Chat, please give us that sub. It's free. Okay? Got to unsub and sub back? Sure. I don't give a hoot. That
Whatever
works.
it takes.
Whatever it fucking takes. I don't give a shit. All right? W's, awesome. Javon, what do you want to talk about, brother?
Let's see. We can talk about, we already went through a couple of these games. Tennessee, South Carolina. First pretty massive game. SEC championship, pretty much regular season game.
I think Tennessee absolutely mucks them. I'm done fading them. Put them in a boat with Purdue and just bow down to them because they don't lose. South Carolina honestly could probably be in that boat as well because they cover and win every single fucking time. Sir, Zach Ertz to the Commanders. The league is over. What the fuck are we doing?
Splash signing.
Yeah, let's go ahead and cut Logan Thomas and let's pick up Zach Ertz. That'll make sense.
Oh, wait, that makes sense then. He's a Cliff guy. I totally forgot he was in Arizona.
All right.
That makes sense, then.
Fine. All right. Back to CBBs. Cliff Kingsbury's my guy, my best friend. People forget we hung out at the Future concert, aka I tapped him up and said, what's up? And he told me he's going to fix a team, and I told him he fucking better because I was hammered, and then I walked away. That's the last time I'll talk to Cliff Kingsbury. All right. Tennessee. They win, they cover. That's what I like in this game.
Yeah, South Carolina ain't sweeping Tennessee. It's just simply not happening. Good luck if you're betting that.
No. Tennessee, great money line parlay piece, but I think they cover that spread. I do. Yeah. Can we talk about Northwestern and Michigan State here really quick? Because we touched on it. We didn't finish the job. Guys, Northwestern potentially has 3 of their 5 starters out in this game. We don't know who's playing. We're not going to know who's playing. Why would they tell us? That's an advantage they have. They're not going to tell us. They're not going to say shit. So unless Rothstein fires off some tweets about Langborg and co., I'm not fucking betting this game. There's a reason why that spread's at 9.5. If Northwestern was healthy, I'd be dropping a mega max on Michigan State, but they're not, and I'm going to stay off.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not buying that much potential bad news. Looks like Patrick Corbin turkey might have been just tossed.
G.
Yeah,
He's only a man, Javon. He's only a man. Oh, is that Solaire?
Griffin Conine. Solaire's in San Fran now, Krabs.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I thought that was Solaire. Griffin Coney. I bet. All right. Well, Patrick Corbin in midseason form already. Love to see that. Okay.
Yep. Back to
when are we getting the
win total under
Duke entries? You will get them when the board is up. We're still missing half of the categories.
Yeah.
I don't know why that question made me so angry, but it did. It made me angry. We get back to business here. We already talked about TCUs in West Virginia. We talked about a lot of these great games. Let's skip ahead and talk about some other ones. Xavier Butler. Any thoughts on that game? Looks like the spread is back down to 2. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know that I have much interest in that game. Any of these like really weird Big East games, except for like Seton Hall. I don't really want to get involved in.
That's fair. Any thoughts on North Texas? Are they fake sharp? Are they to play today at home? I know FAU is missing one of their starters in this contest still. He's out with injury.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised North Texas wasn't favored, which I don't know that I want to go anywhere near taking them today because I feel like, especially, I mean, with the potential injury news there looming and how good North Texas has been at home and how bad FAU's been on the road, I was expecting to see one of those weirdish lines like we did with Memphis like a couple weeks ago when they played North Texas on the road. So, yeah, keep me away from fading FAU in this spot. But that being said, I don't know how we don't take Jason Edwards today.
I'm down.
It's going to have to be done.
I'm down. The North Texas go.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to play somewhat fast, or at least FAU is going to try to. And there's no guy that leads that charge for North Texas when the dude gets sped up more than Jason Edwards, especially against like a really bad perimeter defense. I mean, I don't think this game is going to be 80-85 or anything. It's going to be relatively low scoring, but Jason Edwards like just would have to be the guy.
Okay. There's no way, Stony Picks. Show me the Carfax, brother.
No shots.
You're telling me Antonio Brown is pulling up to the UCF game, getting ready for a court storm? Show me the Carfax, bro. There's no way. Did he fire off another crazy tweet? He probably did. AB Twitter, Goots, let's get a pulse check on that. I swear to God, if he's going to that, that's insane. And that's
UCF
awesome.
Mega Max if he's there.
He might bring the vibes. Sure. All right, let's keep powering through here. I wanted to talk about the Marquette and UConn game. Marquette, are we going to see these stars back? Are we going to see Kolek back in this game? Are we going to see their big man back who was sick the other day? I don't know. I think
Oso is questionable and he might play, but Kolek is not. He's done for the year or done for the regular season.
Wow. Okay. Storm Chasers in Orlando too. W's. That could change everything. All right. Oh my God, AB is going. See you tonight. Tickets are confirmed. Bro, what? Is this man sitting courtside for free? Did they hook him up? I bet they did.
Could be.
As they should. Doubling down on UCF. System play. AB's in the house. Have to back him.
Yeah, UCF might be air.
Might be air. Yeah, he'll be walking into halftime. Probably. Yep, probably. That's okay, though. All right, Marquette, I kind of like them in this spot, though, Javon. They got no guys, right? Maybe Agudara's back in this contest. Either way, their best player, Kolek, is going to be out for the rest of the regular season. And I thought that spread was a little bit short with that being the case. I know they're home. I know they're a wagon, but does Marquette get line respect? Not often. They get disrespected and they cover. And that's what I think they do in this spot as well. I think they keep it within one possession.
Yeah, I mean, I got to say, it does feel a little short considering like we just had that opportunity or they just had that opportunity to fade Marquette when we saw what they're going to be valued at on the road against Creighton, and they got the shit blown off them, and now they're only +5, which they are at home. But against UConn has been one of the agreed upon unstoppable forces in CBB. It's interesting.
Crazy Phil's Nug from A-Board. UConn has not won a road game versus a top 10 ranked team since 2014. And obviously that does not include March Madness. Those are not road games. Grow up.
Yeah.
Those are neutral sites. Okay. That's absurd. And that's a trend I want to keep fitting.
Yeah, it does also help. I mean, they really don't have much to play for because they already have the 1 seed in the tournament locked up. Because they're
that
up.
Angle though.
I do hate that angle, but to some degree, like especially when you're playing a team that is missing the main component of the game plan, it's just weird. It's a weird type of game when you're on the road to do that. So like I don't love that angle either, but
Never
Could be
mind.
the
We're done.
difference. Could be the
We're done
difference.
talking about it. They got a
Yeah,
Hard Rock
GG.
boost.
GG.
We're moving.
Hang it up.
That angle cash last night for New Hampshire. You're goddamn right it did, Abor.
It did do that.
You're goddamn right. Okay. Any other games you wanted to touch on? Any late night Geysermans? Any looks at, I don't know, maybe San Jose State and Utah State? Another game that means nothing for the Aggies, really, and should be an easy win. And I'm looking at that spread, asking myself, why is it not twice the size? San Jose State has been, I mean, absolutely moose this season, and then some. They are that
pretty
bad.
sure if Utah State wins, they lock up the regular season championship.
Holy smokes. Then
Yeah.
why are they only minus 10, Goots?
Couldn't tell you.
That's crazy.
That is weird.
John, thoughts?
I mean, I don't know if I can fade them, but it's definitely a little lack of respect. With what we've seen, like some of the lines that San Jose State gets, even at home, that seems awfully short. I'm not going to lie, but it's interesting, like clinching situation or not. But the one that I did have to bring up because, I mean, yesterday I didn't end up getting to the counter with Jacksonville. That was more of a future type thing. But the couple teams that I earmarked to make a run in the conference tournament were Jacksonville make things interesting, Texas State, who pulled it out and they move on again. And then the one long shot that we brought up on the pod, which you should go listen to why, but Wagner plays today. As
we'll leave it at that.
Five and a half point dogs. Just saying.
We'll leave it at that. We don't want to spoil, but Chad, if you're not picking up what Javon's putting down, go listen to that goddamn pod. Going over the mid-majors. We went over 15 mid-majors, and we haven't even finished all of them yet. We're going to do the rest next week for the ones that start up. Dylan Cruz, Nuke. Call him up. He's ready. Call him up. He is ready. Call him up. He ain't ready, bro. He needs way more reps, to be honest with you. He's kind of let me down.
Yeah, he does.
That's a huge step. We'll take it. What else, Javon? What else you got to let the people know about?
I don't know that we have too much other than, I mean, I guess other ranked game, BYU, Iowa State. Iowa State's minus 7.5 on the road. BYU just had just beat the shit, same line out of Kansas in the fog. Then they had a miraculous comeback against TCU at home. Now they're going on the road to a team they already beat the shit out of, and they're getting 7.5 points. Should go well.
That. Give me the Cyclones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's wild. No heart for the Lemoyne talk. Bro, we got to go with the Lemoyne talk. We got to take Lemoyne today. No excuses. Javon, before we get to the squad ride here in 1 minute, any thoughts on the Lemoyne Dolphins in the first round of this conference tourney starting up today? Are you taking them? The 4 seed against the 5 seed, Fairleigh Dickinson, up to minus 3.5 on the spread, 4 on the green book now. Holy smokes, they're catching steam. The Dolphins might get hot.
Catching steam against last year's Cinderella of the entire March Madness tournament in the first round of the neck tournament, huh?
Dudes, pull up that goddamn stupid Lemoyne picture of me doing the freaking too small or the Heisman pose. Yep, there she is. Love it. Lemoyne minus 4, lock it in, or take it as a money line parlay piece. The Dolphins aren't losing that game. Love it.
Yeah,
all right,
Dolphins.
Javon, it's about that time, brother. Goots, run that shit. I want to see that train. All right, chat. We've got work to do. Squad ride yesterday, big old Xer. Okay, we got to bounce back today with a huge dub. I'm nuking the heck out of it. I'm sneak nuking it. I don't give a shit. It's hitting. Javon, where do we start?
We could start with the Frogs. As much as I usually don't love to say it.
Crazy. Are they still at minus 5.5?
Yeah, minus 5, 5.5. See more 5.5s.
What do we think about the Whiz Kids?
I could be on the Whiz.
They've brought very good vibes for the squad rides. We could take our money and run, or we could go back to the well. It is one of my favorite plays today.
No, I think I've been on that.
Okay. In the bottom of your hearts, do you feel Wizards dub?
Yeah, I kind of do. I think this is going to be at the very least, like I feel in my plums, a last possession game here against the Magic.
All right.
Whether they come out on top or not is irrelevant, but it's going to
plus 7?
Yeah.
Plus 7. I'm seeing some 8s. We're going to go with the plus 7. W transparency. Okay, we're not scammers here. Zach Ertz to the Commanders. Kobe, stop, please. I know. Oh, Davidson?
Davidson. I could be down for Davidson. I'm in on
Davidson
that.
ML?
Yeah.
Is Foster Lawyer going to come out of the freaking locker room and suit up? Swear to God.
You probably don't want that because then he would absolutely spite sell your coin.
Yep, on purpose, intentional.
Yeah.
I love UCF. I know you're not really digging that. Do you want to go to the ice and take the Sabres?
Fat plus Chicky, crazy bet. I mean, I don't have a problem with UCF. I really don't. It's just it's a sketchy game, and if you're confident, I'm down to buy in.
I love that play. I love the card today.
Okay. Count.
Dubs. Let's put that puppy in there. What are they sitting at right now? Plus 8.5.
Yeah.
We need one more, guys, or no? Javon, are we going Seton Hall? Are we going Lamar? Is there another play we're looking at? Did we talk through in CBB today? Is there any other options?
I'm trying to think of what else we have that's really stuck out.
Tennessee.
I mean, I like Tennessee. I mean, they're not losing that game, but I could see a little South Carolina meemaw. It's what they do.
Chat's going bonkers right now. Holy smokes.
I would really love for it to be the Hall in there. I would love for it to be the Warriors. The only question or the only problem is Giannis. Because if he doesn't play, which I assume he's going to play, but we don't know for sure, that -4 looks a lot less weird.
Okay. Since there's injury designations, let's keep that out. Can we put Tennessee in there?
We can.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Let's put Tennessee in there. I'm liking them today. All right, chat. 5 plays, 5 winners. You have 2 minutes. We're already 2 minutes over. W. Trent for not giving hoots. Stick around, guys, for the Surge stream starting up right after this. Trent's got some gulps he wants to feed you guys, and I know it's the first day of the NHL and college basketball. Demons and Goblins on Prize Picks. I'm sure he's ecstatic, ready to give the people some winners, some plays, some angles. Tennessee look-ahead spot, I bet.
Dumbest comment I've ever heard.
Chat, 5 plays, 5 winners. We've got TCU -5.5. We've got the Whiz Kids +7, Davidson ML, UCF +8.5, and Tennessee -5.5. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Lock in your favorite play. I want to see 100 votes, 0 excuses. You have 1 minute. Hurry up. All right? Javon, I still cannot believe Patty C came through for the boys and cashed us a Nerfy to start the day off. If that's any indication of how this Wagon Wednesday is going to go, I'm feeling pretty good about our chances on tonight's loaded college basketball slate. I'm fucking hyped. I'm ready to roll.
For that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going to win the poll? We got 1 minute left. Hurry up, chats. Get your votes in. Right now, the Froggies are winning, and Tennessee is getting hella votes. That's crazy. Interesting. Looks like the UCF +8.5 play is going to win outright. Sure.
Yep. Going to be air.
Looks like the Wizards are probably going to win outright as well. Good. Okay. Love to see it. Chat, hurry up. Get those votes in. You've got 15 seconds, and then we're going to take you to the Surge stream. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. No way the Frogs are covering. Well, I'm going to go ahead and lock in TCU for my vote. Love to see it. Okay. Sure. Chat, rumor has it there will be an MLB podcast film this week. Give you guys a little sneak peek. All right. So we got POD Pete coming on to talk about the AL and NL Central. Okay. Stay posted. We're going to release that puppy this week. We've got the mid-major podcast out right now. If you want to go listen to that puppy, the BTL exclusive, going over the mid-major conference tournament previews. Okay. Go give it a listen. At least go give it a play. Will you? For me. Okay. We give you guys free winners every day. The least you could do is give that a damn play. All right. Go give it a look. Nats team total over. I freaking bets. And we're going with the TCU Horned Frogs on the spread tonight. I'm sure Trent will be down to tail that puppy. All right, chat.
Yeah, he'll be locked.
Tomorrow. You're on. I didn't think I'd see the Frogs on your slate, but I'm loving it. I love the sell job. I thought that spread was whack. They have never won in Morgantown. Tonight, they changed the narrative. Let's go get one.
1-11. Starts today.
Starts today. Love it. Chat. Stick around. Surge stream starting up right this second. Drop some plays for Trent in chat, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing. Peace.